Hi there, I'm Missouri, and welcome to our channel where we explore the chilling, the strange, and the downright eerie. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and make sure to hit that bell icon to get notifications about my latest episodes. Now let's dive right into the story. Viewer discretion is advised. Our tale today takes us to the heart of the Midwest, to a place called Gary, Indiana, and to one of the most terrifying cases of paranormal activity, culminating in a series of exorcisms. The story of LaToya Ammons. The year was 2011. A mother, LaToya Ammons, and her 3 children moved into a rental house on Carolina Street. Initially, life was peaceful, but that tranquility wouldn't last. Unexplainable incidents began to occur. It started innocently enough with strange sounds, footsteps in the basement when no one was there, and doors creaking open and closed on their own. As time went on, things started to escalate. Massive, horse-sized flies swarmed their screened-in porch in the middle of winter, an occurrence they found incredibly unsettling. That was only the beginning. It was from that point onward that things escalated at an alarming rate. LaToya and her mother, Rosa Campbell, started hearing voices, inaudible conversations that couldn't be understood. They began to see shadowy figures pacing in their house in the middle of the night. But things got really terrifying when the children became the target. The youngest, a 7-year-old boy, was reportedly thrown out of the bathroom by an unseen force, while his 12-year-old sister was levitated above her bed. These events, as disturbing as they were, left the family terrified and bewildered. They sought help from their physician, Dr. Jeffrey Agbenakwu, who, after examining the family, found nothing wrong with them physically. Desperate for help, they reached out to their local church, but the response they got was not what they expected. They were told the church didn't have the power to help them, and they would need an exorcism, something only the bishop could approve. In the meantime, while waiting for the bishop's approval, local police and child protective services were also alerted to the situation. Charles Reed, a veteran cop of more than 30 years, visited the house with a state child services caseworker. It was during the visit that they both reportedly witnessed the youngest boy walk backwards up a wall and do a flip over his grandmother to land on his feet. This event stunned both the police officer and the caseworker. They had never seen anything like it before, and it was at this point that they realized the situation was beyond their expertise. Once Reverend Michael Maginot received the bishop's approval, he performed an initial interview and investigation. Becoming convinced that this was a case of demonic possession, he saw that this was not just one, but multiple demons affecting the Ammons family. He decided to perform a series of exorcisms, something relatively rare in the 21st century. A total of 3 major exorcisms were conducted on LaToya, all in English, and some smaller ones in Latin. This was a harrowing experience for LaToya and her family. The process was grueling, stressful, and not without its risks. Yet, they were desperate to reclaim their lives from the grip of this unseen malevolent force. Meanwhile, the children were removed from the home by Child Protective Services, who at the time felt it was in their best interest. This was an added trauma for the already distressed family, yet they held out hope that things would improve. Slowly, things began to change. After the final exorcism, the occurrences started to wane. The house grew quiet. It seemed the entities had been banished. The children were eventually returned to Latoya. Their lives slowly returned to normalcy. Despite the skepticism faced by many who heard their story, their experiences remained as real to them as anything. The house on Carolina Street was later bought by Zach Baggins, a paranormal investigator, and featured on his show Demon House. Though the house has since been demolished, the echoes of what transpired within its walls continue to inspire fear and curiosity. The Ammons story remains one of the most compelling and disturbing accounts of demonic possession. It serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying stories are those that take place not on the silver screen, but in the seemingly mundane and unassuming corners of our own world. So there you have it, the true and very scary story of the Latoya Ammons exorcism. If you enjoyed this video and want more, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment about what you'd like to see next. Remember, the world is full of strange and eerie stories. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and as always, stay eerie, my friends.